why you're always sore and you don't see the gains that you want to see is because soreness doesn't mean that you're making progress. At the beginning of my fitness journey, I had gotten into this kind of mindset of, bro, if you're not sore, if you don't train until you're feeling sore, you're not really making a muscle. I had that maybe on IG or I had it on TikTok. I don't know where I had that nonsense from. But basically, I started going, do like 5 sets, 6 sets on one muscle. And obviously the next day I'll be sore and I would even take multiple rest days. Now I ended up going into this vicious cycle. I would gym hard, I would get sore, I would rest, and then I would fall off or lose momentum, basically. And because I fell off, I'd be like, I need to go crazy again. So then I gym hard again. And then you see what I mean? It becomes a cycle of inconsistency. You don't really have a structure, you don't really have a routine. You're just doing so much and you're not really seeing the progress that you want to see. Without consistency, you are wasting time. Consistency is the number one thing that's going to get you the results in any area of your life, not just fitness, any area of your life. Without the consistency, you will fall off. And because you've fallen off, you're not going to see the gains. So you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do the most like I was doing the most. And a lot of guys do the most. Now, this was me before I got consistent. And this is me now. And it's 3 years in between, literally. Now, I want you to understand that results come from frequency, not intensity. It comes from frequency and volume, not just intensity. Okay, yes, intensity is required. And by intensity, I'm saying, how close to failure are you training? That determines the intensity of a specific workout. It's okay to train for intensity, but don't only train for intensity and leave out the volume part of your trainings, like your training routine. Literally, the volume. And by volume, I'm talking about how frequent, how many times a week are you hitting a specific muscle group. Studies show that for you to see significant muscle growth, you need to be hitting every single muscle at least with a minimum of 10 to 12 sets for every single muscle per week. Now, if you know that that's the benchmark, that's the lowest, that's what Jeffrey is doing, then you need to be doing even more sets per week per muscle. And if you know that, how are you going to do that without burning out? Because if you do that like only once a week, let's say you want to pass 12 sets and you do 13 sets in a week, and those 13 sets, you're doing them all in one go for your chest, it's not going to grow you. You're not going to make the progress that you want to see. But if you space it out and you do like 2 sets the whole week, 2 sets only, by the end of the week, you've hit 14, that's if you don't take the 7th day off, 14 sets of your chest without fatiguing, because it's only 2 sets per day. That's a hack. Now, if you're watching this and you are doing something like a bro split, the problem is bro splits are usually for guys who are on steroids. Okay, hear me out. Not just steroid lifters, but guys who are advanced lifters, because they are now in a maintenance phase. Usually that's when they are maintaining their muscle for some show or for something, and they've already built a lot of muscle. So they don't even need to do so much to grow the muscle. The muscle is already used to the amount of stimulus that they show it, and so they just need like less volume. They don't need so much volume. But for beginners, for people like you who have been lifting for less than 3 years, literally you should be training every single day, maximizing your hypertrophy, more volume, more growth, more gains. You feel me? So all in all, this is what has worked for me. Daily full body training that keeps momentum and prevents me from falling off from the gym. I do this to make fitness a habit and a lifestyle, because once I do that, I'm sure I'll reach my fitness goals. You can't be one of those people who is so shy about his fitness. I don't want to be known as a fitness addict. Come on, you have to own it. And because you own your desire for that goal, I promise you, that's when you reach the goal. So I started seeing real changes when I stopped destroying my body and I started showing up daily instead of going crazy with the soreness and missing so many days afterwards. I decided to do high volume training, which helps me grow more muscle with less effort. I want you to remember that if you struggle with time, if you struggle with the intensity of your workouts, you want something less intense, or you want something that doesn't take so long, you don't want to hit so many sets, do what I do. You feel me? Do what I do. Also, it's inside the consistency blueprint, which is the top link in the description. So go check that out as well. Now, in this consistency blueprint that I'm talking about, top link in the description, there is the routine, the exact routine that I've used to stay consistent and to show up every single day. The mindset, the workout plan, literally everything. I help you with all that stuff, and it's a top link in the description. Go check that out. Now, I just made a video about how fitness saved my life. Literally, fitness is like Jesus in my life. Like, I gave my life to fitness, like salvation, you feel me? So go watch that video right now, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you got value, leave a like and subscribe for more fitness consistency content.